I wanted to take a moment to explain why I chose to become a Republican, and also to explain why I don't think it was a bold decision at all. It is the right decision, not only for me, but for all my brothers and sisters in the black community. You see, in recent history, the Democrat Party has created the illusion that their agenda and their policies are what's best for black people. You see, at the heart of liberalism is the idea that only a great and powerful big government can be the benefactor of social justice for all Americans. But the left is only concerned with one thing: control. And they disguise this control as charity. The idea that blacks, or anyone for that matter, need the government to get ahead in life is despicable. Our self-initiative and our self-reliance have been sacrificed in exchange for allegiance to our overseers, who control us by making us dependent on them. To be truly free is to be reliant on no one other than the author of our destiny. These are the ideas at the core of the Republican Party, and it is why I am a Republican.
And joining me now, the man himself, the Republican senator, state senator from the great state of Louisiana, Elbert Guillory. Senator, welcome to the show. Thanks for being with us.
Good evening. It's great to be here with you.
I assume this was not made in haste. The idea might have been percolating inside of you for some time. Is that accurate?
Yes. During the last couple of years, I've watched as the party of disappointment has moved farther and farther away from basic American values and away from the majority of Louisiana voters. Issues such as marriage, family, guns, prayer, spending, they've just moved away from where I am and where most Louisianans are.
You talk about your self-initiative and self-reliance being sacrificed and exchanged to the allegiance of our overseers. And I know that's going to get a lot of people angry.
Well, the truth is that the policies of the Democrat Party, the party of disappointment, those policies have not worked. Let's take welfare and food stamps, for example. Those policies have not worked. They have not lifted our community out of poverty. Poverty is worse today than it has been at any point in our 400-year history here. Our education systems are worse today than ever. Those policies simply aren't working, and we become more and more involved in that system and more ingratiated to our overseers on the government plantation.
You know, you said at one point that the left is only concerned with one thing, and that's control, and they disguise this control as charity. Do you think this is conscious on their part, or do you think they really think that they're being compassionate and loving by offering government assistance to people?
I think it's a matter of dollars and votes. I'll give you a perfect example. Minority unemployment is sky high. This present administration, national administration, is fully aware of that problem. They have not addressed the problem, and they haven't addressed it because our community is in their hip pocket. They don't need to. They can count on us to vote for them all of the time. At least that was the way it was in the past. We're changing that today.
Senator, if you look at voting demographics, 90% of the time, black Americans vote for the Democratic Party. Do you see that changing?
I believe that it will change. I believe that we've begun the process of change. As more of us get into the business of educating our community and showing them that we really, that these policies really are not good for us, that we really must do something else, something different. I think that more people will join me and those of us who are in the Republican Party now. It's a growing factor.
What does it say about him? And as we look at this portrait of Barack Obama and Ayers, Dorn, Wright, Flager, Alinsky, Resco, Acorn, and the way he's governed, what does it tell you about the president?
That he too is not someone who is. He's turned his back on the ideal of a colorblind society, and he's really for I guess, a getting even society, a revenge society. And I think that the appointment of Eric Holder and Eric Holder's behavior as Attorney General shows that same mindset. It's very ugly.
And for these white liberals to believe that they can have this condescending manner toward black conservatives, that we need to have approval from our quote unquote, I guess, masters for us to be able to speak. See, that's where the true racism really lies, Governor, is with the right liberals who don't want to see someone such as myself that broke away from their dependency class and is out here and able to possibly contend against them with the policies that they are promoting that is destroying the black community. I know I'm their #1 target, and it just emboldens me to speak out even stronger. And the heck with them if they think that someone else needs to approve me and what I stand for.
A lot of the policies don't have an environment where they think they can create jobs, and I could go on. What we're doing is not working. And I finally took inventory, and it's not a decision I lightly made or one I just woke up and made one morning, but I took inventory over the last couple of years, and I decided that on the things that I care most about, on the things that are most important to this country, that my views are more in line with the R side than the D side at this point. I supported President Obama 4 years ago because I wanted to see this country come together. I wanted us to change the way we talked to each other and the way we thought about each other. Unfortunately, we've gone backwards on both fronts in the last several years. And frankly, 4 years ago, that was President Obama's main offer to the American people. He didn't have a lengthy resume or a lengthy record, and he admitted that.
Right.
His main promise to the American people was, I'll bring us together,
right.
I'll get us past being red and blue, and we've gone backwards and not forwards on that count.
All right. Artur Davis, the former Democratic congressman from Alabama, who has decided to switch parties.